Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. My name is Dalal, and you are watching Popcorn and Soda, the show where we discuss all things movies, pop culture, and so much more. Welcome to our TIFF series, in which I will cover movies that I watched at this year's Toronto International Film Festival, films that I enjoyed, films I didn't enjoy as much, and films that I highly recommend that you check out. And of course, the first movie of this series is Reptile. Reptile is directed by director Grant Singer and produced, of course, by the one and only Mr. Benicio del Toro, who is just one of the modern greats of acting. He is a chameleon. He can do all sorts of different genres, and that is the true measure of an actor, someone who can just fall into any different type of genre. So let's dive right into Reptile. This is a movie about a murder mystery, and I am a sucker for a good murder mystery. And in many ways, this movie, you can call it as Gone Girl light, for better or for worse. Depends how you want to look at it, and I think there's definitely cases for both. So, what is the story of the movie? It's about a female who gets found killed in a home. Okay, I'm hooked. Keep going. And of course, there is a list of suspects that are all under investigation. So, Benicio del Toro is the lead of the movie. The movie is told from his perspective. He is a detective who has, been on the job for, decades. And he's one of those like weathered cops that's been through it all. And he happens to land on this case and he has to find out who murdered this woman. And as he's going through that, it makes him question a lot of his own identity and where he wants his life to go and where he is right now as a cop. So let's get started in the things that I absolutely loved about this movie. Number one, the cast. The cast of this movie is top notch. Of course, as I mentioned, Benicio del Toro, Michael Pitt, Alicia Silverstone, and of course, everyone's favorite, Justin Timberlake. And I mean that. I love Justin Timberlake as an actor. My absolute, favorite artist. And hey, NSYNC baby, Better Place, check it out. Reunion tour, woo! But back to the movie. One thing I want to say that really stood out in the movie, out of these incredible actors, was Justin Timberlake. And my favorite scenes in the movie were actually when Justin Timberlake was on the screen because he was this real estate agent boyfriend who is, making boatloads of money, but there's something mysterious and something off about him because he's too almost goody two shoes. And of course, in these kinds of movies, that is a red flag. And I just think Justin Timberlake is a very solid actor. And now I get how some people think he's not, ready to be a lead in a movie because of the range that he possesses as an actor. And you know what? To that, I will say, I think Justin Timberlake is at his peak when he is playing a good side character, whether it's something like The Social Network or even this, because this whole time, every time he's on the screen, you're glued to it. Now, another big shout out is Michael Pitt. I think he did a great job of playing this creepy character in the movie who, of course, everyone would think is the murderer. And maybe he is, and maybe he's not. You know me, no spoilers. But I think he did a great job. Now, the second big plus of this movie is the score. I am a sucker for a good score. I think a score and the music of a movie is equally as important as one of the leads because it creates an atmosphere, creates a tone. And I think that is one of the best things about this movie. The score just kills it. Now, what are some of the things that I didn't enjoy as much? I kind of mentioned earlier, this movie has an identity crisis where it's almost trying to be Gone Girl, but at the same time, it's not. And when it's not trying to be a movie like Gone Girl, I think it struggles to find its tone because there's so many different avenues and aspects of this film where it takes left turns and right turns. And there's something about the overall structure of the film, it didn't click with me because I just thought that, are we a murder mystery? Are we a thriller? Are we a movie about human beings? And you know what? To be fair, sometimes it's okay to have all those in there. That's just how I felt about it. And The second thing that I wasn't the biggest fan of in the movie is that everyone's a bad guy. Like, I get it, it's a murder mystery, but even outside the scope of the main story, even in Benicio del Toro's character's personal life, it's like, hey, is my wife cheating on the construction guy? Hey, are my cop friends bad? And it just, I felt like everyone was a bad guy and everyone was a suspect. And it didn't click with me, but hey, it may click with you. So, overall, what did I think of Reptile? As you guys know, I don't give out scores, I don't give out star ratings. To me, art is in the eye of the beholder. So, something that I may like, you may not. And something that you love, I may not. And I think that's the beauty of cinema. So, the way I kind of tier it is, would you watch this in a theater? Would I recommend watching this at home as streaming? Or is this a rainy day movie where you're just kind of flipping through and you just land on it? Overall, I think that this is a great streaming movie. And hey, it is streaming on Netflix. So I think this is a movie where you can get friends together, on a Friday night, have some food, and watch the movie. And everyone's going to have their own thoughts and opinions as to, hey, who did it? And maybe this guy's the killer. Maybe that guy's the killer. Maybe she was in on it all along. And I think those are my favorite types of movies because they create a sense of community. And I think people will truly enjoy Reptile. So, hey, those are my thoughts of Reptile. What did you think? Comment below and please do let me know what you thought of the movie because I would love to hear your thoughts as well. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for spending your time with me today, and I hope the movie Reptile is a movie that you will enjoy.